Welcome back to another episode of my Tulane Green Wave Dynasty here on College Football 25, where we are the number one team in the country our first year here in the Big 12. It is week 9 of year 5. We are 7-0, and we have a top 25 matchup here against the UCF Knights. It is our first home game in forever. We have not been at home since we played Ohio back in week 4. 4 straight road games, and we have won all of them decisively. But with maybe our toughest matchup yet, like even that Clemson win, they were number 1 in the country. We went on the road and beat them. It's not that they're a bad team by any stretch, but we thought there was maybe a little fool's gold in how good they were. When we played them, they are now 4-3. So this is what appears now to be our toughest game of the season, and they have been really good. I mean, they got shellacked by Oklahoma State in their Big 12 opener, but around that, they beat Washington State on the road, drubbed Iowa State, beat TCU on the road. So they look like they're a pretty solid team here. Be interested to see kind of what their overall and everything is, but as I'm scrolling down here, we are a couple of touchdowns away from Celeste Chin. What was it he was doing? Or no, it's Trey Bueno is a couple of touchdowns away from setting the career national record for touchdown catches. Obviously, having the monster sophomore campaign that he had will certainly help along the way. But as we're taking a look at the UCF Knights, definitely from an overall perspective, they're one of the better teams we played this year. Riley Trujillo, redshirt senior, is their quarterback, a former 3-star. He is now the second-year starter for them. Has been roughly the same as he was last year. Turns the ball over quite a bit. Good athlete, though. Maybe not the strongest arm, but accuracies are largely in a pretty good spot. Throwing the run, throwing the pressure are really strong numbers for him. Very, very rock-solid quarterback. They got a superstar running back here in Jabari Body. I don't know if that would be Bodie or Body. We'll say Body, though. He is a super highly rated running back for a guy that really has not done a whole lot in his time. He doesn't have 1,000 career yards in total, both receiving and rushing combined. But very solid. Colt Simon behind him is rock solid with good speed. Cason Stokes, good speed, 6'2". Burdell Richardson got some speed there. So really, really fast wide receiver group. Being able to recruit out of Florida and Georgia pretty heavily is certainly helping them along the way. But a really good group of wide receivers. The tight ends are not great, but they're pretty athletic. So that kind of leads itself. Good left tackle. Good guard situation, good center, really good offensive line all the way across. They don't have a lot of depth along the defensive line, and they're going to be without Marcus Downs, one of their top players here. He's out with a dislocated knee. But overall, pretty good here along the lines. Linebackers all look pretty solid there. Yeah, looks like a pretty good group in general. Maybe no standouts. They got a lot of speed at cornerback. Nate Jasmine, 99 speed. Christian Peterson's got 93, 5'10". Okay, so really good, fast cornerback group. Super fast free safety here in Jalen Hayward. And then Jashad Presley at center is a pretty good athlete in there as well. So really good, solid squad, it looks like. We get this game at home, which is a positive. It's nice as this is the game of the week in a top 20 matchup. Let's see what uniforms we want to rock in this one. Probably the powder blues. See what else we can maybe utilize here, though. If we want to do something a little different. I think the all powder blues. I think that's a good look. And we'll give them, I think just the all white versus the all powder blues or teal blue there. I think it'll end up being a good thing. But yeah, I'm excited. We've been very good. We've looked for real. Last year I said it as we got to the playoffs. I did not feel like we were a national championship caliber team. And not that our schedule has been just a complete gauntlet, of top 10 to 15 programs. But I feel like we have really looked the part this year more so than we did last year. And these wins have been real convincing. Struggled a little bit in week 2 or in game 2 against Jacksonville State. But we've been really, really convincing otherwise in how we have prepared and played. Really the only thing, heading into the season that kind of felt weird about was a young overall quarterback group. But they have been just really, really good this whole year. We get a top 5 matchup now. I kind of think the all white versus the teal. Let's see how it looks on screen. Yeah, that might end up causing me some problems. We'll play around with it though. See what we got. So all teal here at home for the first time in a month. Hogs does not get a good return there. As we'll see Celeste Chin, Trey Bueno and company out early to start things off, starting off at our own 13. Will be Browning in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. I do have the depth charts fixed, so I don't have to worry about that. Ooh, Browning is the first carry. Wrapped up in the backfield, or right at the line of scrimmage. Tulane quickly goes empty. Chin takes the snap. Dumped that underneath to Muhammad. Had a bunch of catches early last week and then kind of went quiet. Does get a nice underneath grab there. Sets up for a 3rd and 3. This is a very talented, fast UCF secondary. Obviously, the big strength of this passing game is the ability to take shots downfield when it is there. Eric Browning coming off a game where he got over the century mark, being utilized well here early. Nice patience there. Right through the hole. Finish that run with physicality. Now going to be a 2nd and 2. 3 wide receivers. Campanero goes across. Chin going to take the snap. Trying to set up that screen. Does finally get it to Browning. Getting used heavy here. It's the first down. Nice when you're able to be patient, wait for stuff to develop. Chin takes the snap. It's a handoff to Browning. In a 4. So he's gotten a ton of touches here in the early going. They now go empty. Chin takes the snap. It's underneath the Peppers. Gets the first down. Falls down in doing so, but does grab it. He swapped out his teal sleeves for some our regular dark green. It's now a handoff to Browning. Good blocking. Can't get the spin move to the outside. It's another gain of 5 though. Run game has been rock solid so far. Browning now over 700 yards rushing on the season. Another carry for him. Gets a first down. A very, very strong start here. 3 wide receivers. Chin takes it. Going to dump this one off to Browning. It's a nice block there from Campanero. Ends up being a gain of 6 on the swing pass. He's already a little banged up. Chin takes the snap. Work this underneath the Peppers. Gets the first down. Not trying to be anything too aggressive here so far. Chin takes the snap. Going to kind of wait, try to end up getting that over to Campanero, who does catch it. It's just a gain of 2 though. Under center, 2 tight ends. Going to be a handoff to Browning. Runs with physicality, and Browning breaks through the tackles, going to get inside the 5. What a carry there for Browning. How he made that work, I do not know. Really nice, impressive run. Peppers coming across, gets the jet pass. Cannot get up the field there, though. Thought I was going to get a little bit more blocking on the outside. Three wide receivers, Campanero there in the slot as well. It's going to be a handoff to Finnerty, who piles it in and gets his first touchdown of the season. He's looked a lot better here after a pretty lackluster sophomore campaign. First touchdown of the year for him. Tulane does, in fact, get off to a big start here, taking up right at 8 minutes off the clock on a 15-play drive. A near perfect start, took up a lot of the clock here. Nice, easy going completions, running the football well. I think this will be one of the biggest challenges that we have seen for this defense. Really strong group of wide receivers with some speed at the top. They have a number 84 in the backfield. RPO, overthrows. Not exactly what you're looking for from your red shirt senior quarterback. Who's that they have in the backfield? So they're third down. Oh, Colt Simon. So number 84. So that is a running back. I did not notice that when we were looking over the team. Now Body is back there in the backfield. Underneath, brought down pretty quickly there from Amerson. It'll be a 3rd and 7 here to get things started. Flipping some guys around. It'll be a play action. Oh, and he throws an absolute dot between like 4 defenders. That's what you want out of your redshirt freshman quarterback. Redshirt senior quarterback, excuse me. Jet pass is brought up. Jordan trying to make the tackle in the open field does a really nice job there. Gain of 3. Got to be kind of careful with how you play. Quarterback needs to be kind of reading what the defense is giving him well there. This is going to be a play action. Nice throw to the outside. Here we go. Trujillo's off to a good start. This is going to be fun. First and 10. Quick RPO. Going to go out of bounds quickly. There's a flag on the play. Might be a quick hold. It is. Okay. Going to back him up there on Parker. Trelo's looking really good so far. First and 20. He handed off finally to Body. Going to send his guy in motion. Another little play action fake jet toss. Got a guy just running wide open there on the left side. Big time completion. First and goal. Need guys to make plays. First and goal here right at the 10. It's a read option. Oh, what a play out there. Don't know who turned that initially. Looked like it might have been Burnett. They play this off with the running back goes out in motion underneath, takes the big hit, and it's going to fall incomplete. It's going to be a 3rd and goal here from the 11. Got to get a touchdown. You're going to have to attempt a field goal here unless you get aggressive. Of course, Kumar and Shin out there playing linebacker. It's a carry to Body. It's a good run, but gets brought down. We'll send the field goal unit out there. Field goal is missed. Just did not push it enough. Missed it on the left side. Could be early trouble here now. Shan with Browning in the backfield. It's a handoff to Browning. Just a gain of 3. Lane goes empty again. Shan takes it. Dump off the Peppers, but it gets popped out. 3rd and 7. Chan takes it. Work that to Muhammad. He's going to get wrapped up. So the missed field goal does not end up hurting UCF as Tulane is going to punt as we start off the second quarter. Really nice first drive there for Tulane. The second drive was not great. UCF throwing it all over the yard that initial drive. Favorite punts it away. That is a big time return for Body. He's going to finally get run down, but a missed tackle there in the open field. Want to set him up for a big return. 1st and 10 now at Tulane's 33. Quick RPO, that's a big one there. Nice play before free. Bickley can bring him down. Quick RPO there again. Bickley almost makes the play, but ends up being a nice broken tackle there for Richardson. Tulane getting tested here early. A run to Body. It's wide open in UCF. Looking to tie this one up. See, it's into the end zone. Really nice blocking there. All right. We got ourselves a game. Trujillo and company, I mean, this looks like it's going to be a back and forth affair. I think Tulane's going to have to put up some points here. Really worried with how this defense might look in this one. Boggs doesn't get much blocking, takes it to the 21. Where this offense will take over. And takes it. It's a handoff to Browning. A lot of room. Tried to juke that back to the outside. He does get the first down, though. And takes it. Play action. Get this. Campanero does grab it there through traffic. Ends up being a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. And takes it. He's going to hand it off to Browning. They came on a blitz. They're able to get him right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to take it. Campanero underneath. Gets the first down plus more. 3 catches already for him. Peppers comes in motion. Got the defense confused. Chin takes the snap. We're trying to get this out to Campanero. Doesn't get much. It's gain of 2 there. Chin takes the snap. Underneath Muhammad. Somehow weaving his way through traffic there. He gets a first down. Should have been a gain of about 2 yards. Ends up being a first down. 3 wide receivers on the left side. Browning runs it up the middle. Gain of 4. They go empty. Chin takes the snap. Tried to throw a bullet there to Campanero. What hands. Grabbing it. Having a day here so far. 5 catches, 34 yards. 2 tight ends out here now. Chin takes the snap. Tried to wait for Peppers to work across there. Gets a gain of 6. Should have probably gotten that to him a little bit earlier. But your freshman's had a good campaign. Tulane seems to be answering the call here well. Another carry there to Browning. It's the first down. Browning goes in motion. Chin takes the snap. He's going to scramble up. He's going to take it in himself. Nobody there in the middle of the field. Leslie Chin gives Tulane the lead again. 14-7 now. And this defense now answered the call. So far, UCF has looked really good on offense. They've not really been able to confuse Trujillo at all. takes the snap. This is going to be a handoff. Good block, but Ishmael makes a really nice play there. So this is wide receiver in motion. Fake jet toss. And he is wide open up the field body. A big play there. That was essentially Kilgo's having to decide if he's going to chase the guy underneath or the guy up the seam. Way too late trying to make the move there. The cover body ends up being a huge gain for Hilo. We'll drop back to pass here again. Just going to throw this one away. Second and 10. Somehow this defense might have to make a play. That's going to be a sack. They came around as Free. They sent the extra man. Free comes around the side. Trujillo and Free getting into it there at the end. Looked like to me Free was just trying to help him up. Maybe a little jaw jacking going on. It's a 3rd and 8 now. 3rd and 18, excuse me. Big time sack there. He's getting hounded, but he's able to escape the pressure, but he can't escape it fully. Going to get sacked there by Boggs, who comes up and makes the play. It's going to count as a sack and a fumble on the wide review. And the fumble, it doesn't matter. They recovered it. It's one thing. Another thing I wish they'd fix with the game. If nothing changes, what does it matter? So Tulane's defense there rises to the occasion. That ball is going to, what a punt. Lands at the 1, ends up coming back to the 9. What a punt there regardless. And all right, Tulane's got just under 3 minutes. Got to make some magic happen. It's a carry to Browning. Going to take it around the right side. Gain of 8. Last play here before the 2-minute warning. It's another carry to Browning. Take that. So we're now at the 2-minute warning. Tulane is up right now. 14-7. Chin takes the snap and try to bury this one over to Bueno, who catches it and gets hit out of bounds. Chin takes the snap here again. Able to get that one away before he takes the sack at least. Really wanted that a little earlier to Browning. Looks like they were covering it well. 3 wide receivers, 3rd and 1. Chin takes the snap. Peppers. And bringing it through contact. Having a nice day catching it through that contact. Chin takes the snap. Gonna try to float this one to Peppers, and it's a perfect pass as Peppers have the speed. He's run out inside the 15. Peppers, first of all, what a throw there from Celeste Chin. Man-to-man coverage. Throws that right as that defensive tackle is kind of coming free. Floats that out there perfectly. Peppers makes his big play there. Minute and a half, all 3 timeouts. You got plenty of time with where you are. I'll try to get that screen off. Does end up getting it to Browning, who works some magic. It's a gain of 8 out of that. Really nice, impressive play there. RPO, he's going to hand it off to Browning. Shut down there. It's now a 3rd and 1. Let some of this clock roll. 3rd and 1. Chin is going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Browning, who gets into the end zone. Tulane piles into the end zone, gives them a little breathing room now heading into halftime. Elmke's extra point is up. It is good. Makes it a 21-7 lead. 14 seconds left as UCF even attempt something here. I think you could trust Trujillo to not turn the football over here, but you do not need a mistake to somehow give Tulane 3 free points or something. They are instead just going to hand it off. He's going to get wrapped up, so it'll be a 21-7 lead heading into halftime for Tulane. Looked like UCF was really going to be able to fight and play tough there, but a bad into the first half sees Tulane now up a couple of possessions. Browning almost at the century mark already in this one, has gotten into the end zone. It's a huge drive here coming out of the second half for UCF. You really need a big possession. You need to go down and get some points here, because if Tulane is kind of finding their rhythm offensively, so far you have not been able to stop Browning in this rushing attack. UCF could be in some major trouble unless they can get something going right here. It's a run to body. Locked up. Nice job there defensively. Fuller Ishmael and 3 on that tackle. A 2nd and 7. So snaps. Another handoff. Lucien and Jolly chase him down. Now a 3rd and 2. Pretty much an empty set here. He's going to come around to the end. It's a jet pass. He's got room, though, up the middle. Bickley finally takes him out, but it is a first down. Body now goes out in motion. Try to throw that one down the field, but it's going to be picked off. Bickley. Trujillo makes a critical mistake. Bickley makes him pay the price. Looked like it was kind of one of those like vertical wheel plays. End up kind of having 2 guys really with just 1 guy over there. Safety coming over late. Maybe with Bickley. Yeah, just a shot play. He was going there all the way. Ends up throwing a bullet. Could have maybe lobbed that and had a little bit of a better play. But Bickley makes a huge interception here. Tulane right back to work offensively. Browning with a gain of 2. They go empty again. Chin. Gonna try to float this one to Peppers, and a great throw ends up being dropped down the field. Took his shot, gave Peppers a chance there. Chin tried to float that one, ends up being a bad decision. Chin tried to make a Herculean throw there. That one gets picked off, a bad decision, trying to throw just an absolutely perfect pass, which was the only way that one was not going to get intercepted. Ended up kind of floating it, dragging it. Denton Biggs over the middle, just not a good choice on a 3rd and long. Drop, has Chin playing a little too aggressive there. UCF fake toss. Throw up the middle, big shot there from Bickley though. Putting the ball in harm's way. Ryan Puglisi having an outstanding season. Already 37 touchdown passes. He's going to win the Heisman for Georgia. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jet pass will end up going to him. Lucien and Bickley end up making that play. It's a loss of yards. UCF has got to take advantage of this situation. Big 3rd down play. It really is. It's a setup for the screen, and Briscoe just not allowing himself to be blocked there. Tulane's defense able to force the punt after the Celestia Chin interception. That is not a good punt there at all. Doucette does call for the, he thought he called for the fair catch, but I guess he did not. 1st and 10. We have 3 wide receivers. Chin takes the snap. Wait, Muhammad is mostly all the way across. Ends up being a gain of 7. takes the snap. Might just give Bueno a chance to go make a play. He catches it, but he's out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. It ends up being a pass interference. I don't know if that ball was actually catchable to get down in bounds. First of all, just take a look at what an effort here from Bueno. Chin just gives him a chance, one-on-one coverage. Look at him go up. Yeah, I don't know if there's any way he actually can bring that in bounds. We will take the penalty nonetheless. Ends up giving Tulane an extra set of downs. It's a carry to Browning. Gain of 4. He's at the century mark early in the third quarter here. Chin takes it. He's going to try to just scramble up, breaks through a tackle, and ends up getting a first down. Got to be careful with him and his fumbles, but so far, 2 carries, 12 yards off the scrambles from him, and of course found the end zone earlier. Browning, another good carry. Chad Goodley now hurt for UCF.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 1. Chin takes the snap. Gonna try to float this one for Peppers. It gets knocked away. Great play there by 26. Able to knock that one away. Do not mind trying to take that shot there, though. Hold the safety. Campanaro up the seam. Now a handoff to Browning. Gets physical, but fumbles it. And UCF on back-to-back drives, able to force turnovers. Browning that time had the first down. It's Denton Biggs again. For him to deliver the blow, I believe it was. Tulane losing the turnover battle now, but still up 2 scores. It's a run play. Great blocking and a missed tackle there from Jolly. Springs body for an extra 5 or 6 yards there on the first down run. Trujillo might be wanting to take a shot here. Said it's going to be a run. Kilgo, just a great play. Ishmael and Boggs help him out. Now they go empty. Send the wide receiver in motion. Pass underneath. A lot of moving parts there. Drag underneath does work. Trujillo takes the snap. RPO, throws the hitch. Guys almost got them. Send a blitz there. Ends up not working out though. 2nd and 4. Trujillo takes it. It's power play. Nice open field tackle there from Kilgo. Breaking down, making the hit. Not trying to be extra with it. It'll be a run again, but it gets blown up by Cantu. Tulane's defense playing extremely well in the second half, at least so far. UCF looking to tighten up the score a little bit, and the field goal is up, and it is good. Making a 21-10 game. Still 2 scores, but a little bit of a tighter score. Doucette, back return. Tulane has got 2 straight drives with a turnover. I thought Doucette might have popped one there. Chin takes the snap. And we're really to go. We'll take the sack. Ends up being a mistake there.
On the ready. 6-9-1. Gator score. Set. Ready.
Chin takes the snap. And try to get this over to Muhammad. If Muhammad gets the block, and he's going to get sprung out there. Look at that. Muhammad down the sideline. Great initial block there from Browning. Runs over the safety. Muhammad with maybe the most impressive play of his career. Wow. What a job from him.
Belly stunner. Carrier. Here we go.
First and 10. Chin takes the snap. Bueno leaves his man. Brings it in. Tulane strikes. UCF had got back-to-back turnovers from the Tulane offense. A Celestia Chin interception and Eric Browning fumble. They got 3 points out of those 2 turnovers. That right there is the reason why you have to do more when you get those spots. They pressed. Bueno beats his man to the outside. Excellent read there from Celestia Chin to call the audible. 28-10 lead now for Tulane. The 12th receiving touchdown for Trey Bueno, who is now 1 away from tying the NCAA career touchdown reception mark. UCF back in the hole now, down 3. RPO. Great open field tackle there from Amerson, but it is a gain of 4. Trujillo swaps things up here, 2nd and 6. Pass over, and it's picked off by Bickley. The 2nd interception for him today. Bickley tried to throw the slant there in man coverage. Typically, that's a man beater. But Bickley says he does not listen to false rumors. 2nd interception today, just a bad throw. Went right into his waiting arms. Tulane now with a chance to really put some distance. Bueno comes in motion, shooting back out. Chin gonna get that out to Bueno, who's got the speed and burst. Got a really good, nice block on the outside there from Muhammad. Ends up being a gain of 8. Chin, it's a halfback screen to Browning. Really nice open field tackle though. Didn't really get the block I was looking for. Matt Moffitt able to make the play. 3rd and 4 here. Chin takes the snap. We'll try to float this one for Campanaro. Campanaro, what a play, gets into the end zone. Make a name for yourself, Shane Campanaro. Wow. 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 Celestia Chin just decides to give his tight end a chance to make a play. He goes up, beats his man, dives into the end zone and scores. What a play. Celestia Chin really responded. 2 passing touchdowns, just throwing that interception. UCF now in a top 20 matchup, a signature game for them to really give themselves some looks in the national landscape. Now suddenly falling flat on their face. It's a 35-10 lead for Tulane. Can Trujillo and company get anything going? Wide receiver screen. Gain of 4.
Ready, set.
I just really don't know if they can like take the big shots. Cantu shuts that down. If they can just take the big shots at this point, they have not shown that they can stop Tulane's run game. You're down 4 scores. I just don't know if they really have a shot here, barring something catastrophic. Trujillo finally finds his guy open over the middle. Brought down. Earl Ackers had a nice day. 1st and 10. But now we head into the 4th quarter. Tulane up 35-10. putting some distance between themselves and UCF, a really big quarter there. And we're starting to kind of get that good feeling. Maybe the Big 12 was not ready for Tulane. Maybe the question was not, whether Tulane was ready for the step up in competition. Maybe the Big 12 was not ready for the Green Wave. Takes a shot, got his man beat. Amerson gets beat. Ends up being a nice catch down the field. Trujillo gets a little better throw. That's a touchdown. Really nice quick play there. Trujillo and company able to take a shot. They go empty here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nice hit there from Kilgo. Gain of 9. Trujillo takes the snap. Oh, Kilgo tries to go for the interception. Underneath. Ends up being a UCF touchdown to Colt Simon, the backup running back, wearing the number 84. Able to just sneak out of the backfield. Kilgo not really in a position to defend the pass. Tried to cut underneath it and pick it off, but UCF able to tighten this game up. They're down 18, though. They've only scored 17. Need a big stop here defensively and a fast one. Another turnover would be awful nice for them. Celeste Chin takes the snap. It's a handoff to Browning. Takes a big shot there again, a gain of 4. Now go under center. It's another run to Browning. Sneaks through and Browning is out. Across the 50, goes to the 45. A little banged up, getting all these carries. Doesn't quite have the burst you're looking for and used to maybe there. But just great blocking. Bad pursuit there from the cornerback. Springs the big run. Chin takes the snap. Tries to slide that in there to Muhammad as he gets hit. Two tight ends, 2 wide receivers. It's a handoff to Browning. Gain of 5. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Chin takes the snap. Trying to squeeze this into Campanero, who does make the grab. I think that's going to be a first down. It's going to be a callback for a Morin Cola hold, it looks like. I don't even know how he had time to even hold, to set up a hold there.
Ready up.
3rd and 15. Chin takes the snap. Oh, does get that over to Muhammad. Sets up a 4th and 6. You're at the 41. I think he just might go for this. They are going to put the offense out there anyway. Peppers comes in motion. Looks like they're going to go for it. Chin takes the snap. Going to try to float this up to Peppers, but it allows the safety to come over. Really fast secondary. The safety ends up picking that one off. Chin tries to take a shot. That's a great safety over there with a ton of speed. Probably should have just tried to be patient. Bueno there does break across. I mean, that is set up to be an easy throw. That's kind of why I called that play. Decided to be aggressive because, I mean, Peppers is open. But the ball just kind of floats up in the air. Didn't maybe get it out as far as I wanted to. Great play from Hayward, though, to undercut it. And after 3 interceptions over a 6-game span, Celeste Chin has thrown 2 in today's game. Trujillo scrambling out. Almost gets the first down. UCF needs to score quickly here. Down 18. Still a 3-score game. He just score essentially like within 3 or 4 plays, and instead he's going to take a sack. Lucien had a quiet game last week. Has not been tremendous today, but gets on the board with a sack there. 3rd and 10. I think Tulane might get aggressive. It's a play action. It's an immediate sack. Fuller comes through, making his presence felt. They decide to get aggressive. Trujillo tries to call a play action, doesn't have time to do anything with it. It's now a 4th and 15. A throw up the seam, picked off by Caleb Amerson. First interception since week 1 for the true freshman. Tulane gets their defensive response been looking for all day. Now Tulane comes back on offense. Finnerty in the backfield. And it's a handoff to Finnerty. Finishes well, gain of 5. Two tight ends, 2 wide receivers. It's another handoff to Finnerty. Really good blocking up front. Ooh, takes a mean shot there. Gets the first down.
On the ready. Alert.
Finnerty getting the carry here again. Want to bounce it to the outside. Probably left some yards on the field there. 2nd and 8. Same formation, same running back. This time it's a carry to Finnerty. He does take this one to the outside. It's a first down. The bowling ball starting to get going. It's another run. Finnerty this time bounces it to the outside, delivers a blow. Gain of 9. So run to Finnerty again. He's going to bounce inside. Almost gets his 2nd touchdown of the day. He is down at the 1-yard line as Tulane has 200 yards rushing, 200 yards passing. Browning does take it in, finishes off Finnerty's hard work on that drive, and Tulane puts the dagger on UCF. 42-17, a complete domination here in the game of the week. Tulane looking the part. Nice tackle there. Underneath. Almost a really nice tackle there from Boggs, but does turn into a first down. Fox's first catch of the day. UCF takes a timeout. I don't really know if there's much point at this time. Fighting to the end, though. Trujillo's going to try to scramble. Ooh, takes a nasty hit there. It's a good gain out of it, though. Running back goes in motion. Nice pass over the middle of the field there. 1st and 10. Holt Simon having himself a good day. Underneath. Knocked away. Briscoe, he's a good player. He's waited a long time for a lot of work. A lot of game time, a lot of playing time under his belt. Nice throw there over the middle. It's too much speed there for even Kilgo, who's as fast as they get at middle linebacker, and UCF has used all their timeouts now. Oh, they got one left. Sorry. Oh, the second one was a 2-minute warning. 1st and 18. If you're a UCF fan, you're probably wondering where this was all day. Throws it away.
On the set. Jackrabbit.
Trujillo in the empty. Drops back, gets it to his guy who's going to get into the end zone. Man-to-man coverage does not work out there again. It's the second touchdown of the day the UCF has had against man-to-man coverage. Stick on the inside. Able to make it work. Still a 42 to now 24 lead there for Tulane, though. Cover the onside kick. This one will be over. And they do, in fact, grab it. Muhammad dives down. Can take the knee, and Tulane in the game of the week are going to get a 42 to 24 victory over the number 19th ranked Central Florida Knights. Really impressive victory there. I mean, no real other way to put it. You take away, a couple of interceptions. One, I was trying to do something pretty. I think the second time, the interception that Hayward had on the deep shot to Peppers, I think is just a really nice play. Probably not the best decision, obviously, in the world there either. But first one was definitely on me. The second one, I think, is as much maybe not the right decision versus also just a guy making a play on the back end. Browning had the fumble, of course, so we survived 3 turnovers in this game. And we had, some things work out for us as well, obviously. And we got a couple of turnovers. Each team actually had 3 turnovers. There just doesn't seem to be a team on this schedule that if they're not getting much better turnover margin than us, it seems like they can really play with us. I think we had a really nice day there on offense, a ton of balance. We actually ran it 35 times against 32 pass attempts. Celestia Chin, 25 of 32, 2 tuds, 2 interceptions. Did have a couple of nice scrambles, including one for a score. Browning, really good today. Finnerty, really good today. We're really running the football extremely well. Peppers, Muhammad Campanero, Browning all got involved. Bueno only with 3 catches for 61 yards, but did find the end zone. Campanero had a really nice day. Probably the best game of his career, if I had to just wager a guess at that. But I thought Peppers and Muhammad were really good today as well. Thought the offensive line played well. I mean, anytime you rush for over 200 yards, it's hard to be really disappointed with that. From a tackles perspective, Jordan leads the way with Bickley, who had an amazing game there on the outside. Probably be our thumbnail player of the day. Fuller, Lucien, several other guys here got tackles for losses. Sacks go to Fuller, Lucien, and Free. Then we got 3 interceptions, 2 from Bickley, and 1 from Caleb Amerson. As we take a look here at the UCF side, Trujillo, 23 of 32, 318, 2 touchdowns, but did throw 3 interceptions. I thought Body ran the ball well, showed some explosiveness, just didn't get him the ball quite enough. Acker, their tight end, had a nice day. Richardson had a pretty solid outing. Simon gets into the end zone, and Fox also gets into the end zone. Sorry, I'm going to show off the defense. And then for them defensively, we had Hayward, who of course had the big interception there down the field. Denton Biggs had a really nice game, 10 tackles, interception, pass deflection, and a fumble force. So he had a really solid all-around game. Iwabima, 8 tackles, tackle for loss. He had the fumble recovery with the half sack. Him and German. End up combining on that, but yeah, Hayward had a really nice day. Biggs had a really nice day. Definitely the 2 standouts for them defensively. And let's go get the Bickley thumbnail for today. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get one of him actually picking off the pass. Just want to get one of him just in action. So that would be kind of cool. Another victory, though. Feeling really good about where this team is. 8-0, 4-0 in the conference. Yeah, I mean, really and truly feeling very, very good with where things stand. We'll advance the week. See if we maintain that number 1 overall spot. Would not surprise me if we end up dropping down at some point based on something else that goes on. We finally get our kicker, Matt Sr., to commit. Been working on him all year. Going after a couple of quarterbacks here. Should be in very good spots for both of them. We're the only people that have offered either one of those guys. And yeah, we maintained that number 1 overall spot. Really nice to see that. Take a look at the week 9 scores around the country. USC 63-17. Really pouring one on here. Wade Silva, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, 4 touchdowns against no picks. Silva also gets a rushing touchdown. Wow, what a day for those guys. Xavier Jordan, 6 for 151 and 2 tuds. Shipman and Ali Tui also get in there. Big time day there. Cincinnati, 28-20 over Kansas State. You had Georgia over Ole Miss on the road. Florida over Texas on the road. Indiana upsets UCLA. Wisconsin over Nebraska. Houston over Arizona. Vanderbilt upsets Alabama, 31-28. Where have I seen that before? Rutgers over Illinois. Texas A&M over Mississippi State. Rice over Charlotte. Penn State gets beat again, this time by Iowa at home. Oklahoma State over UConn. Arkansas over LSU. Notre Dame over Navy. UNLV over San Diego State. Clemson upsetting Miami. Look at Clemson trying to get things back going after a season that started off with them number 1 in the country. We beat them, and they have really been struggling ever since. Colorado over Arizona State. Tennessee over Kentucky. Liberty over Sam Houston. And then Kansas over BYU. Take a look at our stats. Celestia Chan now at 9 interceptions. Obviously, you hate that, but been really, really good. Just got to clean that up again. Kind of a focus thing heading into the next game now. Browning and Finnerty have been a hellacious combo so far this year, averaging well over 5.5 yards a carry on the season with 12 touchdowns between them two. Bueno's been good. Peppers has been good. Campanero got his 3rd touchdown of the year, looking like he's good. It's just a matter of me making sure I'm getting him the ball a lot. Muhammad had a really nice game, probably the best game of his career there as well. And defensively, our leading tackle guys, Kilgo, Jordan, Free, Briscoe, and Jolly. If you want to see somebody in particular, you can pause and take a look. Tackles for loss, 16 now from Lucian, 9 from Ishmael. Sacks, 9.5 from Lucian. You got 5 from Fuller. He's a machine. Ishmael and Briscoe already each with over 3 there as well. Interceptions, Briscoe with 3, Jolly with 3, Bickley with 3, 2 from Amerson, 1 from Ficken, and 1 from Jordan. We are 8-0, and the next time I see you in this series, we will be taking another road trip here to Utah. If you enjoy the content, like, subscribe. Check out my Atlanta Hawks franchise on NBA 2K25 and my Seattle Mariners franchise on MLB The Show 25. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time.